me personally, this album is very representative of where I'm at in my life and the last couple years of my life when I was writing all of these songs.
Take the journey, no matter where it starts or where it ends. Take the journey, someday you'll make it back home again.
I've been leading my own band for the last few years and just gaining confidence as a band leader, as a songwriter, and as a musician. And I think right now I just feel like I'm in a place to take it to the next level and make a full statement of who I am. I had a lot of songs sitting on my computer and in different notebooks, and so I narrowed it down to 20 and sent them to Ryan Hewitt, who produced the CD, and together we narrowed them down, and a lot of the songs weren't totally finished when we were going into pre-production. So we worked a lot on editing the songs. We did a lot of pre-production, and Ryan was really great because he wouldn't tell me exactly what to do. He wouldn't say, you should change this word to this word, but he would point out parts that he thought I should work on. So it was really inspiring to me to be pushed as a writer in that way.
It's not until you really get into the recording studio where the rubber meets the road and you find out what people are really made of and how qualified they are to be there. She will play her fingers off and do whatever it takes to get the take and make the song incredible.
I met Ryan Hewitt at one of my shows actually in Nashville, and we really bonded because he'd worked with a lot of bands that I listened to growing up, like the Red Hot Chili Peppers and Blink-182 and the Avett Brothers. So we instantly connected, and it felt like a really strong musical connection right away. We liked a lot of the same music. We had a lot of the same ideas about music. When I was getting more serious about finding a producer for this project, we met a couple times to talk about it, and it just felt really right.
I can see it, I can see it now. The light came in when the power went out. I can feel it, I can't feel it now. The love came in when the power went out.
The musicians on the project are a lot of people that Ryan knew. It's a lot of session players, and was mostly people I didn't know before going in to record.
That's not the start of the next section. That's the end of that section. So it's da 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 da. Then the next section starts here. Da. That's the real turnaround right there.
And then I brought in a lot of my friends. Nat Smith did a lot of the string parts on the album, and he brought in Mike Barnett and Rachel Bayman, who have been friends of mine for a while. We got Sierra Hull to come in and play, which was really fun, and Brittany Haas. And so, yeah, I had a lot of my friends on it as well, but it was kind of fun to have a band of people who I wasn't super familiar with playing. It took me out of my comfort zone a little bit, and I think it created a different sound than what I've done before. It's a little heavier, a little more rock-oriented.
You had your chance and you blew it. I let you under my skin one time. You had your chance, but you messed with my mind. You messed with my mind. You messed with my mind.
So yeah, it felt like just a celebration of living here and all the work that I put into my career, and people that I've met so far since moving here. I met Jason Isbell at the American Currents opening at the Country Music Hall of Fame, and we were both part of that exhibit. Ryan Hewitt was also there, and afterwards he was like, we should get Jason to sing on a song. He agreed and came in, and we decided Million Miles would be a great song for him to sing on.
If you were here, you'd be my lifeboat safe. But you're a million miles away. You're a million miles away. You're a million miles away.
think the fact that it was all written in like a period of 1 or 2 years really made a difference, because I had to just put whatever I was feeling into it. I didn't have time to like sit around and wait for inspiration. A lot of times when we would start a writing session for one of the songs on this album, we would just start with talking about what we were going through or talking about what we were dealing with at that moment in time. So I think that helped a lot of the songs stay really personal.
When you're ready, the peace of the falling sky is too heavy. I could be by your side if you let me. You don't have to carry it all. I'll be waiting for the call when you're ready.
The songs were a lot fresher, and that brought a fun new energy into the recording session, but it also was a little bit more outside my comfort zone. When I recorded Rise, I knew all the songs really well, and we recorded most of it live, and it felt very comfortable, and this was a little bit more like we were experimenting with to see what worked. And yeah, I think this was a really fun way to record, but it was definitely a lot different.
You take the high road, and I'll take my road, not knowing if we'll ever meet again. We'll do it our way. There's nothing to say that hasn't already been said.
For me, music is like a safe vessel to express myself, and I think in my music I just want to make other people feel comfortable with what they're feeling, and if they can relate to one of my songs and say, well, I feel that way too, so it's okay to feel like that, then yeah, I think that's what I'm trying to achieve, and I just want to help people have like a vessel for who they are and what they're feeling.